Well, good morning. I gotta finish taking my meds. I took some when I first got up, and I gotta take the rest of them. I don't know where to start. Let's see. Better take my heart medication. I was watching a fella this morning on YouTube, of course. I don't watch TV anymore. I don't know what's wrong with that big TV. I can't get it to come on. Probably because it probably ain't plugged up. I'd buy a 70-inch TV and the kids messed with it. They was playing DVDs or something. Hell, I don't know. Don't care. But I listen to this guy. He's from a foreign country. Anything out of the United States borders is a foreign country. It could be not next door in Mexico, Canada, wherever. But it's still a foreign country. But he was telling Americans, basically, about their country. I'm thinking, well, it's hard enough in this damn country to me tell the Washingtons that live in the state of Washington, or the Tennesseans, or the Carolinas, or the Maine, about their damn state, much less living in a foreign country and telling me about my damn country. I will say one thing. If the United States falls, probably Canada will fall right behind it because Russia will just walk over the border. Because they ain't got no damn defense to stop them. Putin be on their front doorstep in about a matter of hours. So I wouldn't wish the United States to be falling myself. I gotta take my cholesterol out. But I thought that was very interesting, being a prepper from a different country, telling, and pretty close to America, that how to, basically how Americans should act, treat one another, and so on and so forth. Strange. I think we should annex all the way to Puerto Rico myself, and all the way up to the North Pole. Hell, we support them anyway. It's my opinion. I ain't got very much of an opinion this morning. I better stick to this painting and drawing. The pups went outside, thank God. A little mess. They had been a mess all morning. I bought a big old ham, and I was cutting it up for, so many slices for frying for breakfast, and chopping some up for beans and stews, and, blah, blah, blah. And boy, they all piled up like little soldiers wanting their fair share of it this morning. Of course, they got some. I've got some stuff supposed to be coming today. They say it's in the post office. Probably get my son up to go up there and check it out. So, but it's hard enough to find out what they're doing in a neighboring town, or how their attitude is, how their economy is, this, that, and the other. I know people are hurting right now. A lot of people are hurting. I'm taking my mat for me. And I really ain't going to get into anything political. Because I think hopefully everybody's trying to do the best they can. This is my itching pills. I don't need one of them. Stomach pill I do. But it sort of irritated me, a person from a foreign country telling people in America how to run America. Well, if he's all that good, he should move to America and maybe run for political office, get a citizenship. I wouldn't want to go to France, Canada, the UK, or wherever, Mexico, hell, wherever, it don't matter, and try to tell them how to run their government. And I ain't going to. Yes, I have my opinions how they're running their government, maybe like North Korea or whatever. I wouldn't want to live in there and live under that oppression. I wouldn't want to live in a lot of different countries. I visited a few of them myself. I always came back to America and basically to the state of Oklahoma. Now, why you would say Oklahoma? Well, it's in the central and continental United States. Northeast, south, and west. That's what they call us Sooners. The central part of America. I'm going to eat this. I believe it was a vitamin. I just hit. Yeah. Because I think every country's got their problems. I stayed a little while in Greece for a while. And I've been to Costa Rica a couple, 3 times, and some other countries, whatever. But basically, they got different laws than we do in America, the United States. And it's their laws. It's their country, you know. Unless I want to move over there or be an activist or whatever, I'm not going to give too much an opinion how they're parallel parking or anything else on their damn city streets. Vitamin C. Now I'm going to tell you something right now. I gotta move this straight. I gotta get my fish oil where the heck they are. There it is. And I hate to take these things because they're hard to swallow. Omega-3, that's what the doctor said. I was low on omega-3. But no, be proud of your state, be proud of your city, be proud of your town, be proud of your country. Because apparently the good Lord knew which country he wanted to put you in. And I will leave my opinions to their country and their leaders. I don't think right now that the turmoil of the world with this COVID, it's all over the world. And a friend of mine said once, well, this is the tip of the iceberg. I agreed with her. She was Canadian. I believe she's Canadian or UK, whichever. I think she's Canadian. Yeah, she lives in Montreal. She's Canadian. And she said, it's the tip of the iceberg. Now, she didn't go political or anything else. She said, these viruses and germs and that's been locked up in the ice age for hundreds of thousands of years is coming and getting freed, because of global warming. Climate change, global warming, whatever the hell you want to call it, it's melting ice caps. Omega-3. I think I actually swallowed it, maybe. Better give it another swallow to chase it back. Everybody's got opinion. You know how that goes. It's like assholes. Everybody's got one. That's what they used to say 100 years ago. They probably still do. I think that people are very frustrated because of the shutdown all over the world. Economy is not great all over the world. The governments are having to help people all over the world. Now, some countries, I don't know how North Korea's running their stuff, but he's got a dictator over there. He probably ain't paying no attention. He don't care if a few 100,000 die. As long as he don't. That's probably what happens to a lot of countries. But, especially if you're in a dictatorship. We're supposed to be in a democracy. I can't wait till November I think it's the 2nd or 3rd, yeah, then November the 3rd. I can remember that. Is over with. Everybody's got a Labor Day weekend coming up. According to this calendar, I don't know what day it is today. Let's see. Today's probably the 4th. Yeah, Friday. And this Labor Day weekend. I was thought about getting out, but it got too hot and I ain't going nowhere in the heat. Think about one another before You start popping off at the mouth. Me too. I let every country run their own business. I let every neighbor run his own business. As long as he don't bother me, I ain't bothering him. I'm gonna clean my glasses. But it's like if I was a cattle farmer and I went to a hog farmer and try and tell him how to run his hog farm, but I'm a cattle farmer. Might not know too much about it. But I do know who I'm going to vote for this year. My dad, granddad or something, they said, well, they always vote for the less of two evils or something like that, he'd always say. And he's probably right. I think it was an uncle. Yeah, I always vote for the less of two evils. Well, how do you know if they're both going to be evil? I wonder why in the hell you voting in the first place. I get out there and do my civic duty. I think you need to change stuff on your smaller city level, like a community level, you know. We have a community here of elderly people. Yeah, I used to be a vice president here of the association. Try to change things at the smallest level and then work your way up. Work on the city council, you know. I fought for crosswalk guards because we had a major highway and the kids were having a hard time getting across it. It's 2 lane, but still traffic was a bitch. I didn't want to feel like we should have our grandkids and great-grandkids run over and be roadkill. So I was pretty active in getting us a damn crosswalk guard. And like I said, well, leave it up to this elderly. We'll volunteer. Just, we just want to be recognized by the school board that we are trying to get these kids across the damn busy street. And that worked out pretty good. But I think a lot of people, they're just doing stuff on YouTube so they can get views and AdSense and all the other bullshit that goes with it. I just think it's irritating. They should talk about their own damn country, their own situations. What they hear on the news, you ain't here really in person to find out. You know, I would not want to dictate to you where you should have a queen or a king or a prime minister or whatever. You know, that's your business, you know. And like I said, that really bothered me in a way that, you know, I don't like the idea of anybody interrupting the United States politics, you know. Okay, I don't like the idea that maybe Russia had something to do with our election, or China had something to do with our election, or they're still having something to do with our election. I think outside interferences we don't really need. Internal is one thing, external is another. You know, that's about all I got to say on the subject. And I took my medicine, people. Well, that's something I can prove to the kids. Hey, you sat there and watched another video, I took the crap. I gotta let you go. I gotta go see about my puppies. That's the only thing I'm in control of anymore. I'm a dictator to them. But I'm also Santa Claus. Yeah, they gotta do what I tell them to do. Or he just grumbles and goes and hides under the furniture if he don't want to go out. I've got to get up and pick up some stuff, change the poopy pads and a whole bunch of other stuff this morning. It's late. It's almost 2 o'clock, so I'm late getting into doing it. I woke up late. They kept me awake half the night, barking at something. I wonder if somebody was stealing something out there or whatever. I'll tell you this story before I get ready to go. There was a guy down the road that went out there and ciphered some gas. And I thought it was funnier now. But the trouble of it is, it wasn't gas, it was diesel. Because most of my rigs run on diesel. My vehicles run on diesel. And so I was watching, getting my binoculars out, watching. He was trying to get this car started. And it was smoking like it was on fire now. It was rolling the white smoke out of it. I mean, barreling out of it. So it cost him more to get that car. Probably carburetor flushed, tank flushed, and everything else flushed, and get it started again. And he could have went down and bought probably 100 gallons worth of gas. Because that diesel don't run in gas engines, I'll tell you that. Talk to you guys later. But I didn't say nothing to him.